I think by now you all should know that my preferred JBL on-the-go speaker is the JBL Clip 4. But every once in a while, you know I like to grab that JBL Go 3. But it's a new day and things have changed because now my new favorite grab and go speaker is the Sony XB100. What's up, folks? Welcome back to New Stuff TV, the untechnical tech channel, and your home for the best infotainment on YouTube, baby. I'm your host, Antoine. I promise never to shave my beard Richardson again, because I know it's a little jarring. I always had the beard, now it's gone. Things happen, man. But the cool thing is, give it about 10 days, it'll grow back. Look, man, we came here to talk about these speakers, not my beard and weird looking face. For all you guys out there who are growing beards, hey man, remember, you're ugly under there, so don't do that. Now let's get back to the speakers. I'll be honest with you, man. The only thing these speakers have in common is that they are small and very, very, very palmable. That is literally the only thing they have in common, even though two of them are from the same manufacturer. You got the JBL Go 3 here. Oh man, this came off of here. Where did this come from? This must have came from, yep, the Clip 4. This is the little thing right here. It finally came off of there. Anyways, we got the Clip 4 and the JBL Go 3. The Clip 4 is my favorite of the two because it has a better sound. It has a more of a fuller sound than the Go 3. It gets a little bit louder, and the battery life is literally double at up to 10 hours, whereas the Go 3 is up to 5 hours worth of battery life. And it's also my favorite of the two because it's the clip. You can literally just clip it onto a belt loop, a bag, or like a loop or something like that on your bag, or pretty much anywhere. But the problem I have with it most of the time is that it will not clip onto a bicycle handle because this area right here is just too doggone small for a bicycle handle, or any kind of handle for that matter. So you always have to have like a loop or a carabiner to attach it to that. Whereas this loop, you just stick your finger in there, man, and just grab it and go, because they call it the Go 3. And if you have a carabiner handy or attached to anything, this thing is just right at home. And that's what I do like about it, is because I do usually have a carabiner strapped to my backpack. In the conversation of the Sony XB100, it is the new big bad little boy from Sony. This strap right here, it has so much utility. It is almost a combination of what they give you with the JBL Go 3 as well as the Clip 4. In a sense that it is just super versatile. So as far as like wrapping it around a handlebar, this right here, once you actually unbuckle it, just take this loop out of there and then you can loop it around in there. You can wrap it around that handlebar or anything that is this size. Like, that is a lot of playroom to wrap it around something. I mean, I'm talking, you could wrap this around a tree branch if you want to and just let it dangle. Whereas you can't do that with the Go 3 or the Flip 4. But if you want to use this little bottom slit right here, you just loop that inside of there and pull it in, pull it through, and then loop it around into the buckle, and then you have this, and you also have this. That way you can just kind of put it on a lash point on a bag or even your belt loop if you wanted to, making this one, the XB100, the most versatile speaker of the three as far as totability, carryability, or portability, whatever you want to call it. Next in this comparison, we're going to talk about how the speakers are designed to be fired or played. So this is an up-firing speaker, the XB100. You just sit it on the ground or a desktop or whatever you're going to do, and it just sits there and it blasts that music straight up. And it kind of fills the area. It just kind of goes up and out, and that way you don't really have to mess with it. Next we have the JBL Clip 4, which is meant to be clipped on stuff because it doesn't really sit on anything, but it does have these little pads on the back, and if you lay it down, you see here, mine are already starting to come off, man. Well, it's been a year or two, and they're starting to kind of peel off. That's what came off earlier. But this is designed to hold it on the ground so it won't kind of vibrate and move away, and it does a really good job provided it actually stays on there with the glue. And that's how it's meant to be fired if you sit it down. It fires up in a way, which is just like the XB100. Now, in my opinion, speakers that are this small should be fired up, giving you a more 360-degree sound, because you don't sit across from them or anything like that. You're usually above them or away from them, so that sound should be fired up. That way it kind of just gets out there so you can hear it well. Which brings me to my major gripe about the JBL Go 3. Because they put the pads on the slim side here, the bottom, this is the bottom right here. This is what we're calling the bottom, and this is what we're calling the back versus the bottom, because it's not designed to be played like this because it will slide all around the table and off the table if you put it on, because this is a slicker surface and these are the grips. So it is meant to be fired this way, which is actually firing towards you, which is fine if you're sitting in front of it, which in a lot of cases you probably will be, but in a lot of cases you probably won't. So you need that up firing. And if you're gonna fire it upwards, you're gonna have this thing sliding off the table and you spend more time going to chase after it because it's crawling off away from you. So that's my major gripe about it, is the way it is designed to be fired. But like I said, if you're clipping it on a backpack or something, you're good to go. It's not gonna affect anything. Now, when it comes to speakers this small, one thing that Sony has truly knocked out of the park is a feature called the speakerphone. Yes, the XB100 has a built-in speakerphone and it works fantastically. I actually use it all the time talking to people. They never ask me to take me off speakerphone or anything like that. It just sounds good and it works. It's a great utility for speakers this small. JBL, they don't give that to you. They give you a really great sound, but they don't give you the added features. In fact, these don't even connect to the JBL speaker app. These are just kind of speakers. That's all they do is speak, okay? They don't have different EQ modes or anything like that, no app connectivity. In fact, you can't even stereo pair these to another one just like it. You can't even party boost these to other speakers such as themselves. But Sony gives you a little bit extra. Not only do they give you the app connectivity and the speakerphone, but they're also giving you the option to stereo pair should you have another one just like it. You have to have another XB100, but you can stereo pair these things. So in my opinion, Sony is definitely taking the lead on the micro speaker Olympics right now, just pulling ahead with those extra bonus features that are giving you more bang for your buck. Now, if you already don't own one of these three speakers and you're looking to get one because you want a nice little office speaker or something small that you can grab and go and just take it with you wherever you go, well, I can't tell you which one to get. I can only tell you which one I use and which one I like. Now, you know, I've used all three of these, all right? So, man, I hate to do this to you, but some of you JBL fanboys are gonna be upset. I'm talking about pure outrage, especially when I show you or let you hear how they sound. Now, this isn't gonna be a direct representation of how these truly sound in real life, but you'll get the idea. And like I said, some of you JBL fanboys are gonna be truly outraged. So here we go.
Just text, I know it's a toss, oh, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Hey, the Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying to fall through? I'ma leave it up to you. What you wanna do? Look, I'm trying to spend this time with you. Know we overdue. What you doing right now? Baby, won't you swing my way? It's been a day and I've been thinking out loud. I know I want you. Long time since the last time. Got a tab, we can run up. Knew you from the way, now we grown up. My look, yeah, made the realest ones nervous. But if you want it, tap it. I think that I know somewhere that we could go to crash land.
Okay, guys, you heard it for yourself. Like I said, it's not a direct, like true representation of what either one of these speakers sounds like, but I'm gonna tell you in real life, it is just no contest to me. I truly enjoy the warmer, more full sound of this Sony XB100. Sony just knocked it out of the park when it came to refining the driver in this thing. On the XB1300, this even kills that one. It completely destroys the XB13. The XB100 is better than the XB13, and it is also, in my opinion, better than the Go 3 and the Clip 4. You JBL fanboys can fight me all you want to in the comments, but I got all three of these and it is what it is, okay? I ain't saying they're bad, they're actually fantastic. I use them all the time until Sony showed up with their XB100. Now, JBL, it's your turn. It's your turn, bro. What you gonna do about this, man? How are you gonna answer this, JBL, with the Clip 5 or maybe the Go 4? How are you gonna answer these questions that people have? Now they want a better JBL Clip or Go, because Sony's sitting here just Sonying. Sony is Sonying these days. I'm not an expert in this kind of stuff, but what I do know is I like good sounding music, man, and I like versatility, and I like having a speakerphone with me when I'm doing all that other stuff. Either way, I gotta get out of here. Y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you.